Ukrainian children have been brought back home and our defenders have destroyed a Russian helicopter. My name is Albina Pidhirnyak. I'll tell you all the latest news next. The First Lady of the United States made a statement about Ukrainian children returning home. This was reported on the official White House website.
7 additional children, 6 boys and 1 girl, have been reunited with their families in Ukraine. The following is a statement from the First Lady of the United States, Melania Trump, regarding the humanitarian efforts of all parties participating in this initiative. My dedication to guaranteeing the safe return of children to their families in this region is unwavering. I commend the leadership and persistent diplomacy of Russia and Ukraine in the pursuit of the reunification of children and families. Their bridge building has created a tangible collaborative environment, an anchor for optimism. This cooperation will continue to drive the process forward through the next phase. In close partnership, my representative and I have provided humanitarian support from the United States to enhance the reunification initiative's outcome. My hope is that, ultimately, our collective efforts will lead to broader regional stability.
Meanwhile, Trump said at the White House that Putin is ready to end the war, but it takes 2 to tango. It's unclear what he really meant, whether he is trying to pressure Ukraine by suggesting that our country supposedly doesn't want peace.
When you spoke with Mr. Witkoff and with Mr. Kushner last night, did they give you the sense that President Putin still wants to end the war, wants to make peace?
He would like to end the war. That was their impression. Now, whether or not, that was their impression. Their impression was that he would like to see the war ended. I think he'd like to get back to dealing a more normal life. I think he'd like to be trading with the United States of America, frankly, instead of, losing thousands of soldiers a week. But their impression was very strongly that he'd like to make a deal. We'll see what happens.
Emergency services showed a rescue operation in Slavyansk after a Russian airstrike. 8 people were injured, including 2 children, 11 apartment buildings, 35 private houses, a utility building, 6 stores and 7 cars were damaged. Russian propaganda is now spreading fake news, claiming they control Dobropilya near Gulaypole in the Zaporizhia region. This is not true, the general staff said. They showed a video of this part of the front. Ukraine's military intelligence says they destroyed a Russian MiG-29 fighter jet in Crimea. The Crim strike group also hit an airfield radar system called Irtish near occupied Simferopol. Partisans are hitting Russian logistics harder and harder. In just the few last 2 weeks, they carried out 6 successful operations in different regions of Russia and in the occupied territories of Ukraine. Intelligence officials say that every burnt locomotive or destroyed relay cabinet means days or even weeks of delays for Russian trains carrying weapons and ammunition. Ukrainian defenders carried out unprecedented strikes on Russia's strategic targets. These hits caused serious damage to Russia's ability to continue the war. You can see the footage of the strikes next. Putin is in India. The Russian dictator said that Russia has strong cooperation with India, including in military and technical areas.
Вы прямо эксперт.
You seem to be an expert on the issue, as if we're engaged in negotiations on military technical cooperation. If we delve into the substance, India stands out as one of our reliable and privileged partners in this area. We are not merely selling something to India, and India isn't merely buying something from us in the sphere of defense and security. No. It is a different level, a different quality of relations we have with India, and we value this. We see how India values this relationship too. Why? Allow me to emphasize again. We are not simply selling technology, we are sharing it, and it is a very rare thing to see in the sphere of military technical cooperation. It speaks to the level of trust between the two countries and the level of trust between the two peoples, I would put it in this way. We have a broad portfolio indeed, including naval construction, rocket and missile engineering, and aircraft engineering. You have just mentioned the Su-57 aircraft. India operates several other Russian-made aircraft too. And there's the production of armored vehicles. India is manufacturing our renowned T-90 tanks. Trust me when I tell you that these tanks rank among the best in the world. Moreover, the famous BrahMos missile, a joint venture between Russia and India, is manufactured primarily at Indian facilities. Therefore, Prime Minister Modi's Make in India initiative should be implemented in this area as well. The Kalashnikov is certainly an important weapon, but we have been discussing high, one might even say cutting-edge technologies. Given the combat experience in using certain types of weapons, their value has multiplied manifold. Now, Indian military specialists, thanks to their strong ties with our military, understand clearly how and in what circumstances a particular weapon performs best, and where and when it should be deployed. This is an extremely important understanding, which is shared by both the Indian and Russian sides.
Russian propagandist Solovyov claimed on air that he visited the front line. He said he supposedly tried to climb into destroyed Abrams and Bradley tanks.
Not really, yes. That's why I like Abrams. It is very convenient to climb on it.
And what if we hand it over for scrap metal? Why is it possible, then not work for a couple of years?
I'm on the Knocked Out and on the Abrams. It's convenient to go on them. It's convenient just like that. And I drove Bradley. I liked it. Yes, I rode on a trophy one.
You see, the trouble is that such.
Thank you for watching this video. Leave your thoughts in the comments and tell us where you're watching from. Support Ukraine. See you next time.